everyone, hi, do come in and join me. Now, guess what? Go on, guess. I'm going out tonight, and if you know me, you'll know that that very rarely happens. I'm not someone to go out in the evenings anymore, but tonight I am, because there's a group of us going, a group of friends, because it's one of the friends' birthdays, and we're going out to a nice restaurant. So I thought, while I get ready, I've got my dress on, I'm going to put some makeup on and do my hair. I thought I will do the makeup in front of you and film it, and we can sort of get ready together. It's always quite nice to do that, isn't it? And another thing about today's video is I'm going to use quite a few of my products from Nars, because when I go out in the evenings, my favourite foundation of all of my foundations that I like to use is my Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. I just find it's the most flattering one. It just makes my skin look juicy and plump and healthy and lovely. And I think it's a really, really good one to wear for a night out in the evening. And I wouldn't really reach for this in the morning if I've got a full day and I want my makeup to last all day, because I find that this one, it struggles to last on the long days, but for a night out, it's brilliant. It's perfect. And you don't get flashback from photography or anything like that with this one. So I'm going to be using that. And I thought, while I'm using that, I'm going to get out some of my other Nars products as well and do kind of a full face of Nars, because you seem to quite like my full face of a certain brand videos. So I thought we'll do that today. And while I'm here as well, I just wanted to mention the other base product that I have from Nars is their tinted moisturiser. And I really do like this. It's a lovely tinted moisturiser, and it's a really, really popular one, isn't it? You might even have it yourself. But the reason why I'm not going to wear this is because I find it transfers quite a lot. And I mean, it's got a beautiful finish, it looks lovely on the skin, and it's got a good amount of coverage. But if you're going out and you're socializing and you might be hugging people, it's not a very sociable foundation, because you can leave foundation marks on people's clothes if you're hugging them. I found that out the hard way. So you know, if you've got an event and you're going to be hugging people, I wouldn't go for this. Whereas this one, I do find it sets down nicer and it doesn't transfer onto clothes or anything. So we're going to go for this one today. Gonna give it a little shake. Just got out the shower. As you can see, I've still got my hair towel on. I'm dressed though, I've got my dress on, because I like to get dressed in the order of dress, makeup and then hair when I go out. So what order do you like to get dressed? I'm always interested in how other people do things. Do you do dress, then makeup, then hair? Or do you do makeup, then hair, then dress? Or do you do it the other way? Do you do hair, then dress, then makeup? Do let me know, because I'm very curious. And I love this foundation. What colour is it in? It's in the shade Deauville. But I will list everything down below in case you're interested. So let's get a bit of that on my brush and just apply that all over my face. Such a beautiful colour, this Deauville. If you're a similar shade to me, it's really lovely. Oh, I get compliments when I wear this foundation. I don't know if you saw earlier in the year, but the lovely Risa Does Makeup, you're probably aware of her channel, she did a tag called My Most Complimented Everything. And in that video, she was talking about all the products that get her the most compliments. Not just makeup items, but, you know, clothing, perfumes, anything really that gets compliments. And it was a tag, you know, so I did my own version of that video. And in it, I did talk about this foundation, because I do find that a lot of the time when I wear it, people do comment on how smooth my skin looks. So I guess that's another reason why I like to save it for like nights out and parties and special occasions. Because why wouldn't I, you know, if people compliment me on it. So you can see that's really smoothed out my skin. It's evened out my redness. It's not settled into my lines or anything like that. It just goes on lovely and smooth. And yeah, it's one of my favourites. I love it. Okay, now concealer. So Nars, well, they do two main concealers. They've got the Radiant Creamy Concealer, which I've had and used for many, many years. And they do their, what's this called? The matte, the soft matte complete concealer. Is it called? What's it called? Soft matte complete concealer. Yeah, so they do these two. Now then, I used to use this many, many years ago. Oh, back in the early 2010s, I guess. And it was lovely. And I really did like it. I was a lot younger myself then, obviously, and I found it to be a very flattering concealer. These days, though, I'm older, I'm 48 now, and I do find that I have to be a bit more careful where I put this now. I just put it in the very, very inner corners just to brighten. Let me show you. It's in the shade Crème Brûlée. But I mean, it's a lovely concealer. If you're a young person or you've got perfect skin, you probably really like this. But I'm just going to put a little bit there and a little bit there. And I'll put a bit down these marionette lines as well, just to brighten up a little bit. But I mean, I definitely wouldn't go all across. I wouldn't go out here at all with this, because now I'm getting older, it can crease a little bit, unfortunately. So let's just blend this in, just in that inner corner and down there, down the marionette line. Same again over here, just blend it in under there and down here too. Okay, there we go. Very nice. Now, to set that and to set that concealer, I'm going to use one of my favourite pressed setting powders, and it's this one, this little thin little doodah here. Have you seen this? I love it. What is it called? Please hold. It's called Soft Matte Advanced Perfecting Powder, and it's in the shade Cove. And I've actually had this one for a little while now, and it's well used and it's very well loved. As you can see, I've hit pan in a big way. I use this all the time. I love it. So I'm just going to go into this with my big fluffy brush and just set that foundation and concealer. Here we go. So I'm actually quite excited about tonight. We're going to this lovely restaurant about 20 minutes away from where I live. The food is divine. They do a mixture of different types of food. You can pretty much have whatever you want. It's so good, and the staff are all really nice and friendly too. Okay, right. Now then, I'm going to use my bronzer, and if you've seen me before, you'll probably all know what bronzer I'm going to use. My long time favourite bronzer from Nars is Laguna. And what's it called now? It's called Laguna 02 Original. In the olden days, it was just Nars Laguna, wasn't it? But now they've brought it out in a few different shades. But I just have this. It's the original Nars Laguna on my Real Techniques little multitask brush. Perfect for bronzer, this is. Been using it for years, and I still say it's the best brush for bronzer. And I'm just going to go over my cheek areas with this, under the cheekbones slightly, to do a bit of bronzing. Bronzer contour. I don't really contour, but I don't know, I guess I do a little bit with my bronzer if I go into that hollow there. It just helps, gives a bit of dimension to your face, and a bit up there as well, just to bring a bit of sunshine to my face in November. It's what we want, isn't it? Lovely. Now then, I'm using a mixture of old and new products in this video today. And so far, I've very much been using my old favourites, my tried and tested, tried and true, long time loves from Nars. Well, now I'm going to move on to a new product, and it's one of their new multiple sticks. What's it called? Is it called a multiple stick? It's called, yeah, the multiple, yeah. But they reformulated them this year and they're not as sticky now. I used to find the original ones very, very dewy and glowy and sticky. And now it's a bit more matte. I wouldn't say it's matte, but it's a bit more on the matter side. And I've got this in the shade Behave. And it's just this lovely, it's not too pink, it's not too peach, it's just this gorgeous, fairly natural looking blush shade. And because it's a stick as well, it does give you a little bit more luminosity, because it's a cream, you know, it's a cream blush. And I'm going to use another one of my favorite Real Techniques brushes, and this is their stippling brush. And I'm just going to go onto it like this with this brush and just apply it quite high up on my cheek. Look at that colour though, isn't that beautiful? I mean, I love it. This shade Behave as well, quickly become one of my favourites. I always did like the powder blush Behave, and I still do. In fact, I've got one of them here as well, just to put on next over this. But it's just one of those gorgeous shades. It's like it's kind of like a neither here nor there shade, really, in that it's not too pink, it's not too peach, but it's just got something special about it, this shade, and I absolutely love it. So let me show you now. So here it is. This is the powder blush in Behave. And you see what I mean? Neither here nor there, is it? But when you take it on a brush, just a little bit, and just apply it over the top of that. So I like to put my powder products on over my creams or liquids just to set them. I find I get a bit more staying power out of them that way. I absolutely love it. And I like the finish as well. I didn't want anything too shimmery or glittery because at the end I'm going to go in with a highlighter, because Nars released this year my all-time favourite highlighter, and I'm going to put some of that on towards the end. So I wanted a fairly sort of natural matte-ish blush on my cheeks. I think that's lovely. What do you think? Now then, for my eyebrows, I don't have a NARS brow pencil. So I'm just going to go in with my Benefit Precisely My Brow in shade number 3. Just go over my nano bladed eyebrows just to make them a bit darker, which I always like to do if I'm going out in the evening or if I'm doing a full face of makeup. I just like to, you see the difference that that's made, just sharpens it up a little bit, doesn't it? Don't want them too dark though. Okay, but yeah, the nano blading's been great. I absolutely love it. And it's just nice as well because it gives you that template, you know, when you're just putting your eyebrows on quickly, you know exactly where you have to go with your pencil because you've got that template already there, which is really, really handy. Okay, I am just going to go over it though with the spoolie end just to soften it up there. There we go. Now then, for my eyeshadow primer, I'm going to use the other one of Nars's concealers, and I'm going to use this little pot, the Soft Matte Complete Concealer. And again, I have this one in the shade Crème Brûlée. I find Crème Brûlée in NARS concealers suits me very well, the colour. It's got a slight rosy pinky hue to it, which I think suits my skin tone quite nicely. So I'm just going to apply that all over my lid. Same on the other side. It does work really well as an eyelid primer, this concealer does. I know a lot of makeup artists would say, oh no, don't use concealer as an eyeshadow primer because it doesn't stop all of the oils coming through. But I do find that this one, it works. It does work really well. And I can get oily lids as well. But so I put this one on, and then if I go over and set it with this powder, just open this, get my little powder brush, get a little bit of powder and just go over that to set it. This will keep my eyeshadow on and it will not crease. So that's good. I learned that from Charlotte Holdcroft actually a few years ago, because she likes to use this as an eyeshadow base, and then she'll go over it with powder. Not this powder, I think she uses a different powder to this, but that's just the one that I have that I like to use from Nars. You can see how much I love it. I've got like this much pan showing on it, haven't I? Oh, what just fell off there? Oh no. Oh, my lip pencil, which I'm going to show you that later. Right, where are we? So we're on eyeshadow now. And the palette that I love the most from Nars, again, it's an old favourite. It's not new, it's been around for a long time. And it's one of their little 6-pan palettes like this. And it's in the colour Suede. And if I just show you these shades, they're beautiful. It's a fairly neutral palette. And I think for the autumn and winter time, it's gorgeous. I love to use it. And this matte transition shade here is really, really nice. And it's so blendable. It's so soft and blendable. Sometimes you have to be careful with mattes, don't you? But not with the Nars mattes. I do find their formula really easy to work with. Almost creamy in a way. So let's pick up some of this and just apply that to my lid and up into the crease. Really nice. And it goes on quite subtly as well, which is good because it means you can build it up if you want to. And you can get the exact amount that you want without going overboard. Because that can be easy to do with some of the very, very pigmented eyeshadows. It can be easy to apply too much by accident. Oh, excuse me. Oh my word, I just had the biggest coughing fit ever. Good job that happened now and not just after I did my mascara. That had been a disaster. It had been all over the place. Oh, right. Should we do the same again on the other side? I think we will. Okay. Right, so there we go. I don't know what happened. It was like I just choked on thin air. Oh my goodness me, I don't know. Is that another perimenopause thing? I don't know, choking on thin air, maybe it is. There's about 97 different symptoms of the perimenopause, isn't there? So it could be one of them. Oh dear, who knows? Who knows? Not me. Right, there we go. I think that's enough for that one now. Just a lovely amount of depth there. And you get some lovely shimmers as well in this palette. You get these sort of pinky shades here and this lovely golden colour. And you get this deepish brown here is a shimmer too. But I think for today, because I'm wearing sort of pinky purple colours in my dress, I'm going to go for one of the pinks. I think I'm going to go for this lighter shade pink here. And I'm just going to go into that on my finger because they're so soft and creamy. I love these shadows. Oh, have you used any of these 6-pan palettes from Nars? Do tell me if you have. I'd love to hear what other people use and what other people like. And you know, you might have found something that I haven't used yet, so it's always nice to share, isn't it, what we like. I'm just going to put this in that centre and just up slightly just to give a nice little highlighty effect. There, that's lovely. All right. Now then, oh, I think I'm going to go into this deeper pinkier shade here with a fairly flat eyeshadow brush. Put some on there and just go on that the outer edge there. That's lovely, isn't it? Look at that. I think that goes really nice with this dress. Okay. There we go. Nice. Now for an eyeliner, I don't have a Nars pencil liner, so I'm going to go in with my trusty old eyeliner brush and into this deep, deep, dark brown shade here. And I'm just going to draw a line along my upper lashes just to thicken them up a little bit. There we go. And same again on the other side. A bit more. Nice. Now for underneath, shall I put something underneath? I think I will. I think I'll go into this shimmery pink shade here actually, and just run that in that outer corner down there. Sometimes I think a shimmery eyeshadow shade underneath can be really flattering. Just, you know, at night when the light catches your eye, I just think it can be, yeah, really nice. Okay. Right, so now mascara. I must say, I love Nars. I love Nars products, but I've never really been that keen on their mascaras. I don't know, I'm quite fussy when it comes to mascaras because I do have hooded eyes and I've got fairly oily skin and my lids can get oily. And if I don't have a really good mascara, and what I mean by good for me is either waterproof or tubing, if I don't have that, it can smudge and smear and go all over the place. And yeah, I just haven't found one from Nars that's done the trick for me, but I was given a sample. I've got this little red one. It's the Climax mascara, and I just thought, I have this and I'm doing this Nars video, so I'm gonna just apply this to my lashes. Because I have it, but it's got a fairly fat brush as well, which if you have hooded eyes, fat brushes like this are not always your best friend because they can get onto your skin. You have to be very careful. So yeah, let's just give this a go. I'm not going to do much. I'm just going to do one quite light coat on my upper lashes. I mean, it's nice. It's a nice dark black mascara. I think it's meant to be volumizing, isn't it, this one? You know, you're probably looking at this now thinking it's nice. And yeah, when it first goes on, it does look nice, but it's just how it wears over the day or over the evening. You know, it tends not to last that well on me, but it might on you. A lot of people do love this mascara. But we're all different, aren't we? We all have different eye shapes, we have different skin types. That's why we all have different preferences, especially when it comes to mascaras. They're so individual, aren't they? Because we all have different criteria that we look for in a mascara. So I've found my true love anyway. And if you don't know, my true love in mascara terms is actually a drugstore one. It's the L'Oreal Panorama. It just does everything I want it to do and it stays put. So there we go. I am very happy with this look so far. I will probably give it a spray with some setting spray at the end just to help to give the mascara a bit more staying power. Yeah, but so far so good. Now then, let's move on to lips. Now for lips, I've got another fairly new product from Nars, and it's one of these Line and Shine Lip Duo kits. And I think these just came out very recently actually for Christmas. It was £30 for this kit. I got it from, where did I get it from? Was it Flannels? I think it was Flannels. Does it say on there? No, I'm sure it was Flannels. But you get this lip liner. What shade is this lip liner in? It is in Rosebud, this lip pencil. I do love NARS lip pencils. The colours that they come in are just beautiful. So I've got this in Rosebud, and I've got this very cute little lip gloss. Need my glasses for this one. What colour are you? Orgasm. Oh, right. So so Rosebud and Orgasm lip gloss. These are what's going on my lips. And I already know I love this pencil. I've been using it. It's really, really good. Right. Good staying power as well from these. It's not the softest, creamiest lip pencil that I've used, but it's nice. You know, it's still a nice, pleasant one to use. But I just love the colours that Nars lip pencils come in and the staying power that you get from them. Yeah, I mean, they are quite creamy, having said that. Lovely rosebud mouth, isn't that lovely? And putting a nice lip pencil like this under your gloss just makes it stay on, doesn't it? Because I'm going out to a restaurant, I'm going to be eating food and drinking and chatting, you know, you want it to stay on, don't you? So let's put a bit of this lovely gloss over the top. Ah, that orgasm shade, it's lovely, that peachy sort of slightly sort of gold reflect in it as well. It's just lovely. Oh, loving that. Now, as promised, I said I was going to use a highlighter, didn't I, at the end? Because this year, NARS brought out my favourite highlighter. And it's one of these, and what's it called? It's a light reflecting, luminizing powder. And I've got this in the shade Eros. Oh, it's so lovely. I mean, look at that. It's got the word NARS embossed in it. But, oh, the buttery, creamy texture of this. It's just gorgeous. I saw Angelica Nyquist talk about this. I think I'm pronouncing her name correctly there, the Swedish lady. She used this when it first came out and she was absolutely bowled over with it. She thought it was gorgeous. So I thought, well, if it's good enough for her, I'm going to give it a go myself. I'm so glad I bought it. It's beautiful. So again, on my small powder brush, I'm just going to go into that, tap off the excess and just run it over my cheekbone here. Just to give a little bit. It's not too much, it's very subtle, but it just gives that little bit of sort of luminosity for when you turn your head and your cheekbone catches the light. It's beautiful. A bit down my nose. Really, really flattering. And just on my finger, I'm just going to take some and put it on the inner corner of my eyes as well. Oh, that just lightens everything up, doesn't it? So beautiful. Oh, I love it. And another thing as well, I just want to say about these NARS eyeshadow palettes is I had no fallout, zero fallout, which is fantastic, isn't it? So there we go. That's my full face of makeup. I will go and do my hair now and I will come back and show you the finished look. So here we are. This is the finished look in my old and new full face from NARS. No, full face from NARS, old and new favourite products. You know what I mean, don't you? Right, and I'm off out now for a birthday celebration meal with some of my friends. Now, thank you all so much for watching. I will say as well, this might be the last video that you see from me for a little while because my daughter, some of you already know, but my daughter is extremely pregnant right now and she's due to give birth any day now. It could all happen. And as I've already explained before to those of you that were watching, it's my first grandchild, her first baby. We're all really excited. So when the baby's born, I will want to take some time just to be with her and to be with my daughter and just help out a little bit and things like that. So I'm calling it my grandma-ternity leave. Now, I won't be gone for long, so don't worry, and I'll keep in touch with you on my community page. I'll probably post some photos and things on there, so I'll show you the baby, as long as my daughter lets me, as long as she's happy with things like that. I think she will be, but you never know, do you? So yeah, thank you all so much for watching my videos. I really do appreciate every single one of you, and thank you so much if you have subscribed, and I will be back very soon with more videos, but in the meantime, keep your eye out on my community tab because I'll be keeping in touch with you on there. All right then, thanks very much everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye.